Namaste. Welcome to the third tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to be focusing on the Sharikas. We are specifically going to be focusing on how to hold them, and then we will move on to a few short exercises to start using them. We will start with our left hand. The first thing you want to do is make an L shape like this. The thumb should face up and your index finger should point towards your right hand direction. Then, get one Sharika and place the area you hold like this. Ensure it is roughly 1/3 from the edge. You can use your finger here to support the Sharika. One thing to note, you do not want to hold too tightly. Now let's move on to the right hand. Firstly, you want to position your hand with the palm facing down. Once you have done this, get the Sharika with your left hand and place it in between your thumb and index finger with the nip of the Sharika pointing downwards. Make sure your hands are relaxed and not too stiff. Also ensure it is roughly 1/3 away from the edge. Then you want to wrap your fingers around the Sharika so that they are supporting the Sharika. Like so. Please ensure you use the fingers to help you hit the floor you are hitting. Now that you know how to hold the Sharikas, start practicing by gently striking the surface so you get a feel of the Sharikas. Ensure the surface is not too hard as it will damage the Sharika. For the purpose of this video, I am using a mouse pad. When striking, do not hit with too much force. You can pause the video here if you wish. Now we can start with a few short sequences with the basic notes da and tra. We will start with da. Da is just a simple tap and should make one sound. I am going to continuously play da for approximately a minute. Play along with me. Remember to hold the Sharikas just like we did before. Another thing to note is that make sure you are hitting the Sharikas on the left side of your body, as that is where the Anak would usually be placed. We will now say the note that we are playing. Da, 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 da. Now we can move on to tra. Tra is a bit more complex. You need to bounce the Sharika so it makes soft vibration sounds. The Sharika should bounce, but in a controlled manner. The key is not to hold the Sharikas too tight, as that will stop them from bouncing. I will play tra for a minute. Join in with me. We will now say the note that we are playing. Tra, 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 tra. That was quite a slow pace. Now we are going to try a few faster paces. The first one we have already done, which is just da, 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 da. The one we are going to do next is da da. I'm going to play it for around 30 seconds. You can watch and then rewind, or you can just start along with me. Da 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 da. The third and final pace will be the fastest. It will be da 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 da. We will do this cycle a few times, but not continuously just yet. Da 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 da, 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 da 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 da. Now we will do the last pace we just did continuously. We will not do it in the cycle of 4, we will do it continuously for 10 seconds. Now that we have covered the 3 paces, we are going to move on and start playing run-ons. Run-ons are a fundamental part in learning how to play the Anak. A run-on is basically a drum roll, which is played by playing a tra note 8 times, followed by 1 ta. When listening to yourself play, you should not be able to distinguish each tra. It should sound like one long continuous sound. Here is an example. A run-on broken down into each single note would sound like this. Ra, 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 ta. We will now do that continuously. First we will start slowly and then we will build the speed up. Ik, do, do. Ra, 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 ta. Ik, do, do. Ra, 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 ta. Ik, do. Ra, 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 ta. Ik, do. Ra, 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 ta. Ik, do. Ra, 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 ta. Ik, do. Ra, 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 ta. Ik, do. Ra, 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 ta. Ik, do. Ra, 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 ta. We will now go a little bit faster. Ik, do. Ra, 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 ta. Ik, do. Ra, 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 ta. Ik, do. Ra, 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 ta. Ik, do. Ra, 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 ta. Ik, do. Ra, 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 ta. Ik, do. Ra, 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 ta. Ik, do. Ra, 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 ta. Ik, do. Ra, 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 ta. Ik, do. do, ra 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 ta. Ik, do, ra 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 ta. Ik, do, ra 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 ta. Ik, do, ra 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 ta. Ik, do, ra 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 ta. Ik, do, ra 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 ta. Ik, do, ra 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 ta. We will now play a run-on continuously in the normal speed. If you need more practice, rewind back as many times as you need and do the exercises again. Ik, do, ra 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 ta. Ik, do, ra 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 ta. Ik, do, ra 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 ta. Ik, do, ra 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 ta. Ik, do, ra 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 ta. Ik, do, ra 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 ta. Ik, do, ra 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 ta. Ik, do, ra 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 ta. Ik, do, ra 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 ta. Ik, do, ra 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 ta. Ik, do, ra 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 ta. Ik, do, ra 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 ta. Ik, do, ra 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 ta. Run-ons are also used at the beginning of each rachana. This is because in Sanchalan we play many rachanas and we use run-ons to split them apart. In this session, we only practice striking the Sharikas and learning about the run-on for a few minutes. It takes a long time to get these things perfected, especially the dras. I would urge you to continue practicing striking the Sharikas to perfect it. That concludes this session. In the next tutorial, we will start focusing on an actual rachana called Manjari. Namaste.